Hi, my name is Frankie Garrett, and this is the video for my Capstone project, Improving Communication Among Healthcare Staff. So I normally go by my middle name, which is Lee. I work for a pediatric healthcare system in North Texas. My official title is Management Development and Professional Enrichment Educator. I'm a facilitator and trainer for multiple courses for our staff that include topics such as customer service, patient experience, employee engagement, professionalism, accountability, and communication skills. I also organize and facilitate our organization's 2-day new employee orientation that occurs every 2 weeks. I am currently a graduate student at the University of Houston. I am seeking a master's degree in education with my program specializing in learning, design, and technology. I hope to take what I'm learning in the program and expand my role at my current organization. Outside of all that, I am a wife and mom to 5 children, 3 of whom are grown and have left the nest. The problem. Healthcare is a stressful profession that requires clear communication to build and maintain relationships that foster confidence and trust. When trust is lacking, patient outcomes suffer. As a staff educator, I talk to many people who are struggling with communication. Tone, intent, nonverbal cues. There are not many formal classes you can attend to learn more about these things and their nuances. Oftentimes we learn these things more organically by simply talking to other people. However, there are communication skills that can be learned and practiced. I began to notice a gap in training for staff, particularly nurses. Nurses require a high level of communication. They must be able to communicate with families and physicians, but most importantly, with one another. Lack of professional communication between nurses can result in a troubling phenomenon called lateral violence. This most often manifests in behaviors such as bullying, professional exclusion, or verbal harassment. I decided to do more research about this and see if improving communication skills could help mitigate this issue. My instructional design project narrowed in on 2 specific tools that can be used to improve written communication in emails: readability statistics and team member checking. Going through the ID process systematically really helped prepare me for creating a new course for the healthcare system titled Email in the Workplace: Best Practices for Digital Communication. Asking for peer feedback from both inside and outside my department for both my ID project and for the new course I was creating were helpful in learning what is going to be best for our organization. When I began to review the literature, I did have 2 questions that I was focusing on. What would be the effects of increased awareness and literacy among nursing staff surrounding the current levels of lateral violence that is happening in the nursing profession? And will increasing awareness and education regarding lateral violence in nursing among ancillary staff lead to a decrease in said violence? A review of the literature about lateral violence in nursing confirmed some of my thoughts about how it's related to communication skills. Experienced nurses were more likely to be less communicative and more combative towards new nurses. Novice nurses, though more likely to have had training in interpersonal communication and emotional intelligence, still find it hard to communicate with more experienced nurses. This unfortunately creates a cycle of lateral violence, as novice nurses tend to emulate the behaviors of nurses with more experience. I launched my new communication skills course in February of 2020 and was only able to hold 3 in-person classes before I was sent home with instructions to convert this course, along with the others I facilitate, to virtual platforms. Here you can see the objectives from the email course. Professional email communication has become more important than ever. Even our bedside nurses cannot meet in person for more than a quick status update and debrief. We are relying on digital communication to convey our messages with the intended tone and delivery while remaining direct and concise. For my multimedia project, I created a Canvas course that has 5 quick modules that users can work through in preparing for the instructor-led email in the workplace. I have found this useful because I am not meeting with my users or my students face to face, and so this gives them a brief introduction and some expectations. It includes a short quiz, discussion board, and examples of emails that need improvement. My goals for this new course in my organization are that it becomes mandatory for nurse residents to participate in the instructor-led course, Email in the Workplace, Best Practices for Digital Communication. I would also like to assist the leadership outside of nursing in setting up a written communication competency that would include the course, Email in the Workplace. And I would also encourage staff to expand upon professional written communication skills with training in how to have difficult or challenging conversations. Throughout my program at University of Houston, I have used many skills I have learned in curriculum and instructional design to create and continue to improve a course that I hope will improve communication and interpersonal relationships among all staff.